We are a bit late to the party with this one, but there would be no party without this special one. Welcome back to Fog Football, and we're talking about Jose Mourinho, Big Jose. And of course, he was open to the idea of managing a Glasgow club. Oh yeah, you ready to dive into this? Of course, you know, I don't think he was referring to Partick or Queen's Park when he was talking about this, but here, he talked about the passion, talked about drinking sparkling water in bars and pubs down in Largs, which is pretty fun. You know, another fun thing about Largs, I remember my granddad taking me to Largs. I mean, this is about 13, 14 years ago, and I clocked it, I realised it, right? Because Finport is where they filmed Largs, and when Winston was on the penny machines, the two piers, I was like, I've been in there. And I was like, holy shit, Still Game went to Largs, so if you're watching Still Game and you're watching that episode to do with Finport, then you'll know it's Largs. So it's just not football news that you learn here on Fog Football. You do learn a bit of everything, alright? And yeah, Largs, not the worst place in the world, and it would have been so weird. I'm not too sure when Mourinho actually got, I'm assuming it was the late 90s, because he was at Porto, early 2000s, so some point in the 90s, if you were walking about Largs, I couldn't have been because I wasn't born yet, but the point is, you could have been walking about Largs, and you could have seen a young Jose Mourinho. Now that is pretty cool, but I tell you what would be cooler, walking around Glasgow in a few years, or hell, when a certain takeover goes through in the summer, and seeing Jose Mourinho walking around Govan, or could it be the East End? We don't know. But anyway, enough about reminiscing about the past and Largs and all that stuff. Let's hear what Mourinho had to say. He said, and I quote, "In this moment, no, because I have a job. It's a job that motivates me and demands loyalty, but why not in the future? People can say that the Scottish League is a league of two teams, but it's a league of passion. Passion of football is everything. To play in empty stadiums, a competition where there's not that fire or passion does not make any sense. Celtic and Rangers are two clubs with incredible history, also in Europe. I have a lot of respect. They're big clubs with big fan bases, expectations. Celtic have a fantastic coach in Brendan Rodgers. Rangers have Ferguson now, and I am not searching for a new job." End of quote. And I've seen a lot of people take light of this. Oh, Jose, he's burying Rangers, he's burying Ferguson. Not one of us, right, has turned around and said that Barry Ferguson is a good manager. Alright, that's just, that would just be a lie. You know what I mean? The guy, and that's irrelevant, by the way, the 2-1 defeat against Motherwell. Alright? Could he go on to become one? Yeah. But we don't have time machines, we can't predict the future. So right here, right now, obviously Brendan Rodgers is a better manager than Barry Ferguson. I don't need to even, I was going to say I don't even need to explain it, but I kind of just did explain it. Now, I've heard some controversial opinions on here that Brendan Rodgers is the best manager in Britain. No. You know what I mean? Just, no. He's not the best manager in Britain. You know what I mean? And he's just not. You know what I mean? You've got Pep Guardiola, Arne Slot, guys like that. Now, if you wanted to turn around and say that Brendan Rodgers is better than Mikel Arteta, I think, well, you know what? Despite Arteta's, some great in there, he's only won an FA Cup and a Community Shield with Arsenal. It's not exactly the levels that Arsenal aspire to be to. But seeing you've got people saying that he's better than Pep Guardiola, man, I don't know what to say to you. But for Mourinho, I mean, it's one of those moves where it just wouldn't have been possible a decade ago, or 15 years ago, because Mourinho was the top of his game, and obviously, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Inter Milan. I mean, I think once he left United, he could have came to Celtic or Rangers. I truly do believe that. But, because, I mean, I get Tottenham the Premier League job, but, Mourinho's buried Tottenham in the past, talking about their trophy counts and things like that. You know what I mean? He's a born winner, and be nothing like, stat padding at the end of his career. Although saying that, could he do it at Rangers? Of course Mourinho could do it at Rangers, folks. With a manager to do it, man, it's Jose Mourinho. It'd be an honour to have him in this league. You know what I mean? It'd be box office. I mean, I'd feel sorry for the side that didn't get him. Or maybe I wouldn't. But anyway, brother. Here, I welcome Mourinho. It's going to be a fun game tonight. Rangers versus Fenerbahce. I mean, I've seen Barry Ferguson put out that he believes that Fenerbahce are one of the favourites to win the competition. I mean, you look at their squad, you look at their recent undefeated streak in, you know, all competitions, like I think it's like 15 games. I mean, that's pretty impressive, but I mean, we know ourselves, folks. I mean, this group of players that Rangers have got can go a bunch of games undefeated. Doesn't really mean much. So I'll see, but I mean, they've got a good team. Dzeko, Fred, Skriniar, Tadic, Anderson, Talisca, just to name a few in there. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the score will be tonight. But there'll be a review for it on Fog Football, and then a European review show covering all the action, of course. We've got United, Tottenham, Chelsea, who else? Can't really think who else is on it, to be honest, tonight. That's it, like Shamrock on all in it. So just those 3 English clubs and Rangers. So yeah, leave it down below. Till then, shall be an interesting one. And peace.